Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. This is episode 100, the big 100. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in and staying subscribed to the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. I really appreciate all the love and support that my fans have been showing me, that the 7 sponsors have shown me. I really appreciate it, and I thank y'all for tuning in. This is the big episode 100. I am so excited. Now let's get into our special guest today. He graduated from West Craven High School in '99. I know what y'all looking like. We're at Bern High School. Yeah, he graduated from the west side, though. And he graduated from Averett University in 2006. And now, he giving back his talents. But I don't want to say now because he been giving back his knowledge, his time, his efforts to the kids, man. He has helped me. He helped my little brother. He helped so many student athletes get to college around here just by giving his time and efforts, man. And we appreciate him so, so much. Now he's the head basketball coach here at Bern High School. Our special guest today, episode 100, no other than the legendary Coach Bear, Campbell. How you doing today, big cuz?
I'm good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate
it. Appreciate you,
Glad
man.
we can make it work. Glad we can finally make it work, man.
Daggone right, man. So first question is, man, I guess I do know how you kind of grew up, because we grew up in the same place, but I was 4 years, 3-2. I was born when y'all was moving around, man. So tell us how y'all was moving around, man. How you grew up, man.
Hey, if anybody know you, they know Pleasant Hill.
Daggone right, man. Come on, man.
If I'm just as Pleasant Hill as you are.
Come on, man. And that's what y'all got to know, man. This big cuz right here.
Pleasant Hill, man.
Come on, man.
Yep. Like I said, man, grew up in Pleasant Hill, man, and we all raised by everybody. I, lived with my mom and my grandma. Growing up, your mom took care of us, took care of everybody during the day, man. So, I feel like I was raised and raised by some very good people.
Daggone right,
very important people to my life, man. And we're all just one big family back then, man. Just one big family, and some things will never change, man.
Daggone right, man. Daggone right. Now, raising your boys. Now you got boys, 2 boys, Quiz and Trev. Now, how was it raising them, man?
Anytime anytime you're raising men, man, it's a challenge. But they forced me to grow up, man. They forced me to grow up. I learned a lot from them, man. I learned a lot from raising them and getting them through their journey and everything. And the same thing as well with my daughter, man. Just I love all 3 of my kids equally, man. They're all different challenges. Raising boys, raising girls, it's all. But at the end of the day, man, just built off love. Everything's built off love, man. And with my boys, it was just, good to be a part of, with them, a basketball journey.
Yeah.
Was similar because it was just that natural connection from so much basketball. But again, man, I love all 3 of them with everything I got, man.
Now, talking about that basketball journey with your boys, was that something you kind of like? I know some parents, nowadays, they like pushing their kids to do something. Was that kind of something you kind of pushed them into?
For my kids, man, it's just, they were just around it. And I would probably argue that they grew up, they started playing football first. And it was just whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, I'm about it. I'm not, sometimes you can probably push your kids out of something. But for my boys, man, I let them kind of, tell their own story, direct their own path. And, we always had a thing, we're not going to the gym unless you want to go to the gym.
That's a fact.
Because I didn't want any strain, behind our relationship, behind it, because I coached basketball. They didn't have to play. I mean, again, they both played, football all the way through, and so, it's just kind of, it was a good experience, man. But again, it was kind of driven by them and letting them write their own story.
Daggone right. And shout out to Quiz and Trail too, man. Both 1,000-point scores at West Craven High School. Shout out to both little cousins, man, for real. Hey, growing up, going to West Craven High School, your journey. Did you see yourself playing basketball or even at the next level? Did you see all this happening?
Man, honestly, man, things were different. Like, we just played everything. I played football, played basketball.
So it wasn't no personal training back then?
No, it wasn't. You were just kind of, you just went out there and you played, man. We played on the dirt court. We had a dirt court in Pleasant Hill.
Facts.
The goal was on a light pole. Over at Eric House down the street. So, we just played, man. We just played for the love of the game. But, as far as, like, guiding me, like, when I got out of school, man, like a lot of people just not know exactly what I wanted to do, not know exactly what path I wanted to take, and that's what, caused me to take a little bit of a break, had some kids and had to grow up a little bit, man, to kind of figure out my path. And I was substitute teaching at the time, just kind of, just still not really knowing, worked that morning a little bit, did a couple of things, man, but one day over the summer, your brother, he came in and said, man, they want to play in the Parks and Rec League, another midnight league over at the gym. And he said, cuz we got to have somebody coach us. So that was my first time coaching. I coached your brother and some of his friends. I coached some of the guys over at the midnight
Stop
league.
it.
And kind of decided that, man, hey, this coaching thing might be
it.
This might be for me. So, did some research. A friend of mine, Jake Vereen, was playing basketball at Methodist at the time. And he said, man, you ought to come over here and, we got some spots on the team, and you ought to come try out. So I get to Methodist, and Jake leaves and goes to Averett in Danville, Virginia. I followed him again. And that's kind of how the story went. And I went to Averett and got my Bachelor's of Science in Physical Education. And, the rest is history.
You followed him. You went to Methodist because of Jake.
Yep.
And then he left Methodist and went to Averett. So you just said, I'm going with you, man.
Going with you. We're going to make it happen. He called me again.
For real, that's what's up, man.
So just an interesting story, man. Just an interesting story.
Daggone right, man. So getting into coaching, because now you graduated, you got your bachelor's degree.
Right.
Now, do you know you're going to coach? Like right after you graduate, do you know that's what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, my major is in coaching, so I had a Bachelor of Science in Physical Education and a minor in coaching, I should say. My minor was in coaching.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, when I was going into my senior year, man, you got to start making some calls. So I sent my resume out, and Pamlico County, they were looking. They had a PE teacher opening, and started coaching in Pamlico, kind of working through the channels. Kind of was assistant at Pamlico, and then worked my way through that, and came up here and helped out at New Bern for 4 years. Went over and helped out at West Craven for 4 years, and then got the opportunity to be the head coach here at New Bern High School.
Yes, sir, man. Talk about that building as the assistant coach, though. Before you get to it, because everybody thinks you just going to get that head coaching job right now, but some people don't know you actually got to work and build yourself up. Talk about that process.
For me, I tell people all the time, I was assistant coach for 12 years. I wasn't a person that tried to run out and apply every time a varsity job was open. I didn't try to, move to Raleigh or move to all these places for opportunities. I knew that I wanted to coach in this community, in this area, and I just kind of waited my time. I wanted to be ready when my time came. So you got to learn. Sometimes you got to sit back and learn. And I tell you, I learned so much from Coach Sadler at Pamlico, on to working with Coach Dillard here at New Bern, to Coach Fernandez at West Craven. I just took something from everybody. And I always told myself that when I got my opportunity, I was going to be ready. And I just waited until it was time to, then the opportunity at New Bern came about, and New Bern gave me an opportunity, and I'm very grateful for it, and I felt like I took it at the right time.
Daggone right, man. Within those 12 years of assistant coaching, was there any point in time you was just like, man, all right, man, I'm tired of this. I want to be head coach now, man?
I actually had an opportunity to go to East Carteret. A lot of people don't know this, and when I was at Pamlico, and we had just played for a state title, and we had a really good team coming back, and so I decided not to go to East Carteret, and they
offered you the head coaching job.
They ended up having a lot of success, man. I ended up not going to East, and I just kind of stuck around, and just my work wasn't done in Pamlico. We had some good kids coming back, and just kind of stuck with it, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all, because again, it wasn't my time, But ultimately, it's all about knowing when you're ready. And I didn't think I was ready. So I didn't want to move before I was ready.
That's a fact. Now, I want to talk about how you helped so many of us get to college, man. What was your vision? That's what I really want to know, man. What was your vision before you even started all this?
Travel basketball was probably one of the funnest things I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because it was so important for our area. So when I was coaching at Pamlico, this is where it started. I had a group of kids who just all good high school kids, just kids from the area. Just took some of those guys, grabbed a few kids from Pamlico, a few kids from up here at West Craven, a few kids from Jones, and we just went around and we just played. Because it helped the game. It helped everybody's high school because we just played. And it kind of just, at that time, recruiting really wasn't as big. That was the group I had before I had your group. And then when I started doing it, man, just other opportunities started to open up. At that time, still on a smaller scale, so to speak, is when I got with you guys, when we started working with the guys in Wilmington.
Yeah.
And it just kind of evolved, man. I learned. We started to enjoy it. We just started trying to kind of find a way, but it was very important for, I don't think that you guys make it to where you make it from if we don't find those experiences. We don't find those experiences. Not saying guys couldn't find another way, but I thought it was important keeping you guys here, keeping you guys playing together. But not only did you guys get great opportunities at college level, our high school teams were really good at that time. Everybody that, with the talent that we had, it really boosted basketball in the area, at that time, and kind of helped, as you guys went to the regionals and, ran into Rocky Mountain, I think, a couple times. Pamlico plays for a state championship, and,
New Hanover wins the state championship.
Hanover wins the state title, and that's what people don't understand either. Like, to do it at the level that we did it, there were a lot of moving parts. You guys, we had kids from Raleigh, kids from Wilmington, kids from New Bern, kids from Pamlico, all on the same team, and we were going to Wilmington sometimes to practice.
Yeah, man.
That's just the part that a lot of people don't see is it was a lot, man. It was a lot, but my main focus was putting those other kids around the kids from our area to boost you guys. We didn't have the size, so to speak, so we got to go to Wilmington and Raleigh to get the size we needed. But to compete at the national level that we competed on, we had to have all those pieces in place to get done what we had to get done.
Daggone right, man. I know the boys appreciate you, because I definitely appreciate you, man. You helped us a lot, man.
Man, I tell people all the time, the main thing about it was, what people don't understand is, I'm grateful for you guys, because you guys could have played with anybody. You guys were good enough to play with anybody, but a guy like you just stay the course the whole time. Stay the course and stay loyal, stay committed, and you don't get that all the time. You guys were Division I basketball. Division I basketball player can go play travel ball wherever you want to go play travel ball. But you guys trusted the process. You guys trusted me, and we had a really good time, man. It was a really good ride, man. Basketball really.
That was one of the best rides of my life, man.
Basketball took us places, man.
Daggone right, man. So I really do have to ask you now.
Okay.
Coaching. When you see coaching now, when you're coaching kids yourself as the head coach, do you see a difference from when you used to assistant coach or when you used to play?
I just think basketball's still basketball, but generations change. You got to make some adjustments. Just kids are a little different, not bad, just a little different. Things just a little different. They don't. Social media, the bigger it becomes, the more challenges that it kind of creates. If you went out and when I played, I'll never forget a kid from Washington scored like 49 points on us, but nobody was talking about it.
Nobody know about it, no video, no cameras, no nothing.
There was no cameras, it was no, so the social media has added different, but good. It's some good in it, in everything. It might be a little bad, but there's some good in it, and you got to embrace it. But kids are still kids, man. And if you're in this thing for the right reason, you're in it for kids.
Yes, sir.
And I love it every single day. All the kids that I've coached, I want to see them do well. I want to see basketball in our area do well, and that's really all it's about. It all comes back to kids, though.
That's a fact. Do you feel that pressure? That you knowing that everybody in the community wants basketball to be better. Like, do you feel that pressure? I know you hear it.
Oh, that's the driving force. That's the driving. Nobody will ever put more pressure on me than I put on myself, because I know how hard I work. But we're gonna get it. If winning was easy, everybody would be doing it. If winning was
easy, man, everybody had a winning season.
Winning is hard, man. It's a challenge, and it's just we're up against a lot, but we're working hard. We practice like a state championship team every single day. That's all you can do. Is prepare. Just continue to prepare, continue to work, and the rest will take care of itself. But yeah, man, I understand. Man, at the end of the day, I appreciate the community support. I appreciate the pressure. Pressure is a privilege. And at the end of the day, I just, I can rest assured that I don't know many coaches that are trying to lose. We're all doing the best we can.
We're all trying to win the game.
We're all trying to win the games, and yeah, man. So the pressure is welcome, man. It's no big thing. It comes with territory.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Before I let you go, I got to talk about the rivalry game against West Craven, man.
Okay.
The first time, blowout. Second time, closer. How do you feel when you're going against this game? And talk about the challenges and the competitiveness between you and your former head coach Fernandez.
I learned so much from Coach Fernandez, man. One of my better friends, man. Just learned so much from him. And we talk all the time, man. We talk 3 or 4 times a week. Even
right.
game day, that make a difference, man. And just our programs are so similar, but we build our programs on a lot of the same things. Like if you watch us play sometimes, offensively and defensively, you're watching the same team, man. You're watching the same team, and I tell the kids all the time, anybody could win that rivalry game any single time. You know, I think our kids played really well over at West Craven. Their kids came over here; they weren't gonna lay down for us.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought their kids played really well. But it's like that every single time we play. But if I need anything, if I pick up the phone and call him,
He got your back.
you know, then he got my back. And when we're not playing, the other night they played Green Central. I was sitting at home on my computer on the network, you know, watching them play. And I definitely support them, man. Like I said, I pull for them every game, except for the two they're playing against. And he feels the same way, I'm sure. So it's special, though, man. That rivalry's special for basketball in our area, man. It means so much, and you know, I'm privileged that I get a chance to be, you know, leading the Bears, to have an important role in that rivalry. You know, I want to run a program that the alumni and the community can be proud of here at New Bern High School, and that's what it's all about for me now.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. I really, really thank you, man, for getting this episode, man.
We got to make
really
it
enjoyed it,
out, man. I appreciate you, man. Keep doing good things, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir, man. You
Appreciate
keep up the
you.
good job, man.
I
I see you, man. I love you. Congratulations again on bringing that trophy
Thank
here,
you,
man.
I love you, man.
The team is looking good, man. I swear, man. I swear, man. It's great to see after all these years, man, seeing you being on the sideline, see the coach. It's great to see you finally run your own program.
Hey, man, like I tell people, man, it started with you guys, man. Without you guys believing, you know, top 25 travel team in the country.
Man, we was that.
Top 25 travel team in the country.
We was that, man.
There's some local kids from here, man, all the way out to Vegas, and I almost won the whole thing. You know, so
all because this man had a vision, and he believed in us, man. He had a vision, man. He had a vision. He knew what he wanted to do with us. He knew how he wanted to do it, and man, he believed in us. He keeps saying we believed in him. It started, he had to believe in us first, man. He believed in us, and that's where it took us at, man. So we really appreciate you, man. I don't want to leave this place without giving you your flowers, man. We really appreciate you, man.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
That's the end of episode 100 with the legendary Coach Calvin Campbell. We out. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. I appreciate your love and support. Continue to show your love and support by clicking the subscribe button below the video. Tune in to next week's episode of the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. Love, peace, we out.